Before promotion fund, KPI, or even customer business plan, we must clearly understand customer master data. In Salesforce Consumer Good, Cloud TPM, customer are just not CRM accounts. They are defined as planning, responsibility, and the execution responsibility and financial ownership as well. Okay, and the customer master decides where the CBP are created, where the promotion are executed, and funds are incurred, and how the KPI will be rolled up. If customer master is wrong, the TPM solution will become unstable, and unreliable as well. Okay, let's talk about why customer master is critical. Every CPP, promotion fund, and the KPI is anchored to a customer. The customer levels control aggregated, approved, reporting, and spend control. When the customer levels are wrong, fund gets overdrawn incorrectly, KPI shows the wrong ROI, finance loses the trust. This is the why most TPM redesign happen due to the customer master data mistakes, not KPI configuration. Let's talk about the customer master in TPM architecture. Let's read the diagram from left to right. Sales org defines the country or the business unit scope, but customer defines the how TPM behave inside that scope. Planning account handles the strategy, and the trade account handles the execution, and sub account handles the gratuity, how the things will go, and the promotion and funds sit on the top of this structure. If architecture is wrong, everything downstream breaks. Let's talk about planning account strategy layer. Planning account exists for the strategic planning, not execution. Customer business plans are always created at the planning account level. This is where baseline volume, target volume, revenue target, gap analysis are defined. A planning account may be represent a national banner, business group, or a customer cluster. A very common mistake is trying to execute the promotion at this level. Do not do that. Let's talk about what is trade account. This is will be an execution layer. The trade account represent the real execution entities, retailers or distributors. Promotion are usually created here. Funds are very often anchored here. One trade account can belong to multiple planning accounts. Please remember this thing. One trade account can have the multiple planning accounts. This allows the flexibility in the planning while keeping the execution realistic. Let's talk about the sub-accounts. Sub-accounts represent the stores, format, or outlines. Example, hypermarkets, supermarket, convenience store, or online markets. And they are enable formal specific promotions. Sub-accounts are always time dependent using the valid from to valid through date. These two fields are present in the CG Cloud. They are heavily used in the European and the complex retail market structures. Okay, let's talk about the customer structure example. This diagram shows the real world retail model kind of thing, where the planning account at the top of the strategy and the trade account in the middle of the execution, that is also called as the retailers, and the sub account at the bottom of the store format. This structure directly controls the promotion, fund, and the KPI roll up. Let's talk about customer hierarchy, when to use. Okay, customer hierarchy is used for the reporting and aggregation. It is strict parent-child structure. It supports one-to-many relationship. Customer hierarchy should never be used in direct sales. Okay, let's talk about what is indirect sales. Customer relationships are used to distributors, like distributors are sending to retailer models, and they are support many to many relationship. They are allowed to TPM to track the promotion when the manufacturer does not sell directly. This is the both real world and necessity at the high weight certification topic. Okay, let's talk about the time dependency in the customer metadata. Time dependency is the control using the valid from and valid through date that is provided by the Salesforce CG Cloud package. It supports store opening, store closure, format changes, KPI, promotion, and fund always respect to the customer structure valid at the time, ignoring the leads to incorrect historical calculations. Let's talk about impact on the CBP promotion and funds. CBP are always created at the planning account. Promotion are created at the trade or the sub account. Funds are anchored at the defined customer levels. KPI roll up via the customer hierarchy. Everything depends on the correct customer anchoring. Let's talk about what the common mistake we will make in the project. Using the hierarchy at the direct sales, ignoring the sub account validities, and the creating CBP at the trade account level, overloading the planning accounts with the execution data. Let's talk about some key takeaways of this video. Customer master is architecture, not configuration. Separate the planning, execution, and reporting clearly. Use the customer relation for the indirect sales. Time dependency is mandatory. If customer master is right, TPM becomes predictable and scalable. Okay, the final takeaway of this will be customer master data is backbone of the TPM. Design it once, design it correctly, and everything else will work. Thank you.